What is good? What is really good, my people? It is your UK Trotter brother, Dr. Blick, the darkest man around, and I'm here with DFree, DBZHD. Say hi to the people, bruh.
Hi to the people. What's going on, guys? My name is Joey. DFree, my bad.
I'm done.
I love Joey. I'm just playing,
with this
bro.
guy.
I'm just playing.
I'm done. But anyway, guys, today we're going to be talking about Goku as a character. And when I mean as a character, I mean in terms of him as like a main character, because people have been hating Goku. People have been like tired of Goku succeeding, tired of Goku being what is him like being the main character. So DFree, like, what do you think about people being tired of Goku as a main character? Like, he's like turned from a hero to a villain now because of the way he's been like the main character within Dragon Ball and within like what's happened so far in Super. What do you think about it, DFree?
I love it. I love everything about it. I love everything about Goku being, just an antagonist in a lot of people's eyes. No, just playing. Basically, how I feel about it is everybody just really, well, not everybody, you can't really say everybody, but there's a large chunk of people that really just don't really like Goku's character. And a lot of that kind of stems from the fact that, we have Goku basically coming in and always saving the day at the end of the fight. We, like, for example, with Dragon Ball Super, we saw Vegeta kick ass for about 3 fights in the tournament arc, and then Kid comes in and he just gets demolished. But Goku somehow knows how to, beat the ability because he kind of got tips while Vegeta was fighting and whatnot. And then Goku also has this massive power up with the Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue. It's like, well, Goku gets all the good stuff and Vegeta takes all the L's. And I think a lot of that comes from, once again, just, how the story is written. Goku's the main character, but you don't have to blatantly make Goku stand head and shoulders above everybody else to that degree, because the running theme for this show, as far as like specifically Vegeta goes, the running theme for the show was that it was Goku and Vegeta together. And somehow Goku just finds a way to take off 10 times stronger. And the way they kind of rectified that is after that happens, Goku's like, oh, I'm going to stay away from the Kaioken for a while. So that's fine and all, but like just the concept of it is Goku constantly comes in, and then even with the Frieza thing and the Resurrection F stuff, Vegeta was kicking Frieza's butt, but he still let Frieza blow up the planet. They run back time and Goku's the one that kills him at the end. As opposed to them running back time and Vegeta, and Goku could have just shouted, hey, Vegeta, kill him, he's going to blow up the planet. They didn't have to have Goku fly in and do all this stuff, but they made it a point to do so.
I completely agree with what you're saying. Like, me, I have no problem with Goku being the main character. It's the way he finishes off the opponent. Like, ever since Resurrection F, people have been complaining that Goku has literally been being the main character, because people expected Vegeta to be the main character. And like you said, it's not everyone. It's mostly Vegeta fans, mostly people looking at it from a standpoint that they want someone else. They want Goku to pass the baton to like either Gohan, Vegeta, or whoever. They want new people to do it because they're getting tired of the same characters and love doing the same thing every time. They want things to be spiced up and mixed up. But when you look at other shonens and other characters being the main role, like Naruto, like Luffy, like Gon, people like that, people like them as a main character because they're not always the center of attention. They're the main character, but they're not always the center of attention. It's not always about them. Other characters get their time to shine. Other characters get their moment of success or glory. But with Dragon Ball, with Vegeta does beat people. He has the title of wiping out the whole of the Ginyu Force. Like, he has that title. That is good for Vegeta. But when you look at it as a whole, all of the people that Vegeta beat up, it was so blatantly, for the most part, one-sided. Like, you know what I mean, DFree? It was so blatantly one-sided. Like, Vegeta wasn't even trying. He was holding back. It was always with ease. And don't get me wrong, he does it in a badass way. But the fact that when it comes to someone, the main antagonist, like, Vegeta always falls short. He always gets his ass whipped. He always gets cocky. But Goku gets cocky, but he's allowed to get cocky, but he doesn't, because he's not really in the same situation as Vegeta when it comes to, like, how do I put it? When it comes to, like, him as a character, like, being pushed back to the point that he's pummeled upon. Like, yeah, of course, we've seen Goku be pummeled. But when you really look at it, it's not really, like, Goku like dropping to the floor like Vegeta is in an epic way. Even when he does even when he does lose, he still wins at the end of the day. Like, when he had that beam go through his heart, he still came back and saved the day. So it's all about the way Goku beats Vegeta. It's all about the way they do it, because that's the main key. Like, people didn't have a problem with Goku saving the day up until Resurrection F, but it's all about the way Goku is finishing off these people. You got anything more to add?
Well, I think it's important to note that, once again, this is an anime and it's a shonen anime at that. And like we talked about some of the other protagonists for the shonen animes, that's kind of just how things go. But I think it's important to note as from a viewer's perspective that we're aware of that, me and Blick are. But, the point is that the way things are handled, because it wasn't so bad up until like the Buu saga, because Goku relied heavily on the spirit bomb, while it's him doing it, he's really not defeating that enemy on his own. That's okay. He's getting help from everybody else. But with this stuff, with Dragon Ball Super specifically, and what they've done is they've put him in a place where nobody else can really touch him. And once again, that's how a lot of shows handle their main protagonist. But my issue is the way they put him head and shoulders above everybody else, and they use Vegeta specifically as a trope to build up Goku, because they're like, okay, this is something they've done a long time. They basically have done this for like the duration of the series, honestly, since Vegeta came in. With the Frieza stuff, they're like, oh, Frieza, I'm a Super Saiyan now, and transform, and the Vegeta gets his butt kicked, but Goku comes in and he's Kaioken times 20 or whatever, and he's able to hold his own, and he goes Super Saiyan. So they basically put Vegeta specifically in this place where he has to be used as a pedestal to elevate Goku to a higher level. And it gets to a place where it's like, it's just a giant FU in the Resurrection F stuff, because it's like Vegeta was literally, he came in, it was the other way around that time. He came in on the tail end of Goku's fight, and Goku was the one that got put down, as opposed to it being Vegeta. And Vegeta was like, yo, I'm gonna be the one to win this. So that's why, a lot of people really just genuinely despise the way Goku's been handled. I don't think they really despise him as a character, but the way that he's been handled, so to say. And that really comes down to just the direction of the show, and Toei and Toriyama, Toyotaro, all these guys that have any influence on the show whatsoever, they constantly put Goku on this pedestal now, and it's getting to the point where it's just becoming kind of obnoxious. So that's all I've really got to say.
Oh yeah, and I got another thing to add as well. Even when, do you know how like he was increasing his power still when he was still fighting Goku, and Goku was literally slowly decreasing? Even when Goku was pretty much virtually gonna get pummeled, he still managed to get away from it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's all about the way they're doing it in Super, like you said. Like, it's all about the way they're making Goku out to seem, like the way they built him. They're using Vegeta as a pedestal for him to climb upon to make himself look strong. And the fact that everyone's so far, like the rest of the Z Warriors, everyone's so far behind him, that like when that happens during the end of a series, that's normal, because you've seen the main character surpass all these people that he was at one point on the same level. But when you see them come back and carry on continuing that same formula, it kind of gets repetitive and boring. Like to me personally, I'm watching Super. I like the comedy that it has. I like the action that it has, but the overall plot, bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you, it makes no sense. The overall plot, I don't even know where this is going. Like what was the purpose of most of it? I'm just sitting there just like, what was the point? Like, what are we gaining out of it? Like, where is this going to? What is the aim of Super? Because every show, like you said, DFree, has an aim, has a part that it's gonna go into, like a main goal. But there's no goal. So all we're seeing is this Goku saving the day when there's not really anything to save. It's just him taking down the main boss, the main antagonist. Like, it's just him doing that. So for the most part, we're just sitting here seeing the same character we were seeing for the longest time, taking the spotlight, taking the lead as he always does, and seeing everybody else look useless. Like, look at Piccolo. What did he do? He did nothing. That whole entire tournament, he was brought there to lose. Like, it's gotten to the point that if you're not Goku and Vegeta, and to a certain extent, if you're not Goku, you're useless. That's people's main problem. Everybody else's usefulness. The fact that Goku's the only one really doing anything major, and Vegeta is to a certain extent, but he's not pushing. He's not like, there's never really been, oh, Vegeta going all out against this person. Oh, Vegeta takes the win because that person was actually pushing him. It's more or less to the point that Vegeta was either holding back, he had one transformation left, or he just one-shots the guy in an epic fashion, or just defeats that person in an epic fashion. It's always been that with Vegeta. But when it comes to Goku, that's like, oh, this is the meat of it. Like, this is the meat. Like, Vegeta is the starter, but this is the main course when you see Goku fight the main person. And people like to see that spread it around with other fighters and other people, but like with Dragon Ball Super, with the way it's going, it's seeming like pretty much if you're not Goku, you're not really gonna do that much. Okay, you will do something, but it's not gonna be in the same fashion that Goku's doing. Like, people would like to see other people have a spotlight. Like, Goku can still get the victory, but people like to see other people have the spotlight. Not petty spotlights to the point that Vegeta's getting. He gets 3 wins against people that he was barely. Like, he didn't even go Super Saiyan God. The only time he used that form, like, when he actually tried, he lost. He lost against Hit. He got destroyed. And when you see Goku in his base form take on that form, you're just wondering, like, what does this man Vegeta have to do? I know that for a fact they're trying to underline his weakness, but at the end of the day, you're still seeing that Goku is always conveniently in the right position at the right time to see the faults of the person, while Vegeta is like literally the person, the test dummy to see what this person can do. But yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say on that part. You got anything more to add?
Nah, man. Thanks for having me on the channel, bro.
Guys, make sure you check out DFree's channel. Link will be in the description below. I highly recommend it. And yeah, it's time for me to wrap up this video. So, please comment and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying, please leave a like, rating, and enjoy this video. And yeah, catch you next one, guys. Bye.